Hello, once again, YouTube, TikTok, or wherever I post this, to another time-lapse art video featuring a commentary by your fellow Plokar Arts, aka Dewhouse, aka John. Today I bring forth my fan art, if you will, of Metallica featuring a very special person dead at center. Let's see why this exists, shall we? Okay, so what happened here is I was commissioned to do an art piece featuring old school Metallica with this person, the person who commissioned me, this person's friend at the center of it all, posing for kind of like a photo, if you will, or something along those lines, just to make a portrait of them together, with them holding the subject rather holding a guitar. Other than that, I was given a lot of freedom as to what I could do with the style, their poses, etc. Uh, as you can see over to the left, we have me cutting out the subject and my own arms that I posed for because I have a guitar that I had to dig up because I haven't played in years and I'm awful now, sadly. But I was never that good anyway, so am I kidding? But yeah, some of these pictures I was sent by the commissioner. I guess that's what you call him. Call him the commissioner, Commissioner Gordon, I guess. These pictures of this person's vest that like jean jacket vest that they've made themselves. Pictures of the person, so I can use to make said art. And then I cut bits and pieces out and colored on top and made my own, you know, stylings over said photos and tried to blend it all together. Hopefully it works. In my opinion, it looks like it works pretty well. I like the style behind the end product here, but I suppose that's left open to interpretation. Look, our hearts. Sorry. Um, this this was kind of a bit of a pickle for me to figure out because like I had like some rough ideas of what I wanted to do. Like definitely when I heard from the person who commissioned me or their friend's favorite member, even though they love all the members, okay, I don't want to out them for not, liking all of Metallica, but their favorite member is Kirk Hammett, and so I was like, oh, okay. Originally, I was like, well, okay, I definitely want to have them standing next to one another if that's the case, if he is her favorite. So originally, I was just gonna have them just sort of like goofing off together, but then I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cute? And I'm sure the person who receives this image for a Christmas present as it is would find it so over they would go over the moon if like I had Kirk kissing her cheek. It would be cute, it would be sweet, and I think it would get a good reaction out of the person receiving this gift. Uh so started innocent enough, and then I came across an image of Kirk with his tongue out. I was like, wouldn't it be better if he was licking her cheek though? Which would probably get an even bigger reaction from the person, I think. Hopefully, I don't know. I may never know how they receive this gift. Oh, there's the image as we speak. Uh and so I had a little bit of fun with that, and I went from there. Originally, I just kind of placed all the members just roughly with photos, with just like, you know, still images of them in each spot, like not knowing for sure one way or the other if I would use specifically these images or not, or if I would, like, alter them in certain ways or combine them with others, which I ended up doing, combining and altering and painting over. As you could see, I had to fix his finger. uh and it was kind of like rough ideas at the beginning, not really sure exactly one way or the other where I'm going with it. I just kind of fell into how they ended up pose wise, and especially stylistically speaking, because like if I personally, to me, I felt like this image, this particular digital painting didn't find its voice stylistically until I started playing around with like the paintbrush, some of the paintbrushes, to make that stylized line surrounding like their forms, that sort of looking like I just sort of sketched really quickly, to make some details up, and that with like very vibrant, bright colors. That's where I think this film, sorry, no, this portrait finally found its voice, and its style, and it stood out as something fun. Like as it is without the very vibrant colors, it's an okay image, I think. Like it's nothing too special, but because of the colors and the very chaotic and energetic line work that I put into it, I feel like it does work a lot better and it is a lot more fun and just exciting to see. In my opinion, I don't know if anyone else feels the same. Uh, and I tried to make sure that like I didn't just have just cut out images of these members of the band and just like put a filter over them and said done, because I definitely didn't want to do that. I wanted to give the impression that like I did put the work into this, to make it look fun and good and not just, something that someone photoshopped in 5 minutes, because I definitely didn't take only 5 minutes to work on this. It did legitimately take me 32 hours. Granted, a better artist could have gotten it done in less time if they had a better grasp of what they wanted to do right off the bat. Me, I always kind of stumble my way through my projects, especially as of late, where I'm not entirely sure which direction I'm going. I'm just experimenting and seeing like, okay, does this image work? What if I do this instead of that? What if I play around with this idea? Oh, I love this idea from the start. I'm gonna introduce that. Da 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 da. Like I'm kind of chaotic a little bit in my brain. I'm all over the place with what I want to do, where I want to go, and it takes a lot playing around. Like every brush stroke is like a is like an experiment to me. It's like, does this brush stroke work? Maybe I should try another way. I'm always double thinking what I should be doing with everything I'm doing, for better or worse. And that's probably why it takes me so damn long to work on projects such as this, that probably should have taken a much better artist at 5, 10 hours, and then I take 3 times as long, 4 times as long, so on and so forth. It's sadly it's how it works in my brain right now. Um, but I think my favorite part of making this was just painting them uh with the style, with the bright colors and all that. That was my favorite part. My least favorite part, that actually brings this whole image together in my opinion and makes this work, is the uh vintage retro look of the photo, if you will, like all these cracks and this sort of blurred dots going on that you would see in an image from like probably the late 80s and early 90s. That sort of photo quality that I wanted to recreate here. that's definitely something I wanted to achieve, and I think I did it. But sadly, this whole effect, specifically the sort of like wearing and tearing of the image, crashed there. It's crashing now as we speak. That was like the first or second time it crashed. Uh, it crashed my program and froze my entire computer for several minutes just to get this very quick effect. And I think it's because of the a couple reasons. One, I should have just done it on an already fully baked image of the portrait, but instead I just did it on top of all the other layers that were still active. That was stupid of me. And also, it's a paintbrush I never used before, and apparently requires a lot of memory that I did not realize it would need. It was in, if anyone's heard of this YouTuber artist, Jazza, it was part of his digital uh, uh, paintbrush set that he released this year. And yeah, it killed my fucking computer hardcore. But I mean, the image itself is also very, very big because it has to be printed. So yeah, it was tough at that last part. It was the last stretch of the painting itself, and of course that's where I ran into some of the biggest issues. It was awful. I was like, no, please stop hurting my computer. You're scaring me. I'm already a very anxious person as it is. I'm very anxiety ridden on a daily basis. So when I see anything freezing my computer that hardcore, it's always a scary feeling. But as always, some of my favorite parts was to do this showcase, as you can see over to the left, for TikTok and also YouTube. And I have fun making the the art showcases for those platforms. It's always fun editing videos. One of my favorite things to do is edit videos, and as of late, it's been very rewarding to see the showcase have its own voice that adds to the experience of viewing this image. It's kind of like ending up with two different art pieces, and I do like that and enjoy that. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the video, and that's why this whole image exists and why some things are the way they are. And I hope that you enjoyed my rant, my endless talking of talking talk. Anyways, if you like this and you want to see more, please by all means check out my other videos. Subscribe to the channel where I do things all things art. Sometimes video games, sometimes cooking. I'm kind of all over the map, especially if you go follow me on TikTok, where there's even more content to enjoy. Please, by all means, have yourselves a wonderful day. Subscribe if you feel oh so generous. Take care. Bye.